All right, guys, welcome back to Dads Against the Narrative, the show where we cut through all the noise, challenge the status quo, and talk real talk about life, family, and the world all around us. Today, we are joined by special guest Devin Linder and a special co-host Jimmy DeFalco. I might mess up both last names, but don't worry about that. Guys, thank you for being here. And like always, we're gonna jump right into it. Devin, I'm gonna shoot you a question here, and we're gonna take off running, man. What
All right.
was the one red pill event that brought you to critical thinking and discernment, opened up your mind, brought you down a rabbit hole? Any of the above?
All right. So I'll say I'll start off with the first, and that's like when it was around when I was 7 years old. Like my grandma, she had me because I was always like inquisitive. So I read at an early age, and like I always caught on to things quicker than most kids normally wouldn't have. So like my grandma, she put this in my mind. She had me reading this book called The Secret. And started reading The Secret. She had me watch videos on it. And I'm like, wait, hold on. I can make things like come into fruition just by just based off of mindset and mentality. Obviously, action had to come behind that. I learned that, when I got older. But like just based off of that concept, and it started working. Like I started applying some of the things I learned in there. I'm like, hey, this actually kind of works. So then it started making me question a lot of things. I grew up in I grew up in a really religious background. For the most part, my parents, well, my mom was Baptist. My dad, he really didn't practice too much, but my mom was Baptist, and we would go to church every Sunday. I was in Sunday school. I was in Bible study and stuff like that. And even though like I was like as a child, I was devoted. Like I was more so like, man, like why are other because I would see other kids, like I'll go to school with other kids that were Muslim, or I'll go to school with other kids that were in different religions. I'm like, we all say the same thing. Like as a child, I'm like, everybody says the same thing, but yet my mom would tell me like, yeah, the Muslims are, yeah, they don't know what they're talking about and stuff like that. I'm like, but they're saying the same thing as you are, like as far as about God and treating other people right and stuff like that. So it started making me question a lot of things from that age early on. So from like 7 to 11, like it was like I've had all these experiences, a little bit of trauma in there and stuff like that. Well, quite a bit of trauma in there, to where it led me to the point where I'm like, this stuff ain't right. And we keep going, and like I'm praying for this, I'm praying for that. But when my grandma tells me to like create my reality through my thoughts, that works more than just, praying and hoping something outside of me saves me. So when I had those realities and those events, it translated into like rebellion. I started being rebellious as a teenager and started thinking like outside the box, and had all these crazy narratives to where my dad was like, bro, you need like therapy. You're fucking crazy to think like this. You're crazy to think that you need to, not go to freaking work and start your own business. And I'm like, bro, like this is tiring. So I end up playing like into the box. And I played football, went collegiate level for about 2 years, got tired of playing at the collegiate level, transitioned into the military, and then I had another red pill event from there. And that's where it carried on until where I'm at now. In a short summary, but we about to talk a little bit more about it.
Bro, The Secret, I saw Jimmy and me both were just shaking our heads like, yeah, dude, that's a powerful book. It's one of the first books when I joined the military, and I was kind of just like, man, I was just coming through a phase of drugs, alcohol, and womanizing for 8 years. And I
Bro,
met this guy in basic. We ended up getting stationed in Germany together. We both went to Afghanistan together. And he's like, bro, you need to read The Secret. It was the very first book I think I read as an adult. And
dang.
yeah, dude, it was bad. I had no mentors or anything growing up. And so he gave me this book, and I was just like, profound as fuck. And I grew up religious, so like that was the first time where I was like, this manifestation to fruition makes way more sense than the religions that keep fighting each other, started every fucking war with the banks. They all aligned with the wrong motherfuckers. And so The Secret was a big one for me, bro. When you said that, I was just like, oh, it just
Yep,
opens you up to give you the power instead of saying the power comes from outside of you when we know the power
exactly.
comes from in, so That's a big one. Jimmy, what you got on that?
Yeah, bro. To know that you did that at 7, bro, read that at like 7 or 8 years old, like props to your grandma, man,
Yeah,
for
grandma's a goat.
yeah, man, for giving that to you, bro. And that's something actually like about the other religions and things like that, because I grew up like Catholic as well, going to Sunday school and everything like that. And the transition I've made over the last like probably like 7 or 8 years has just been more like overall spiritual, right? It's kind of like, yeah, there's a God, there's a creator, this higher power, but it's like you don't have to box yourself into like this specific just like way of
Yeah,
thinking, right? Like it's you can have your own thoughts and beliefs, and you don't have
yep,
to just like follow everything that's in this book, and if you don't, he's gonna spite you. Like I just you know and that we have our own power and we can have our own relationship with him as well. So like
definitely.
yeah,
And
so
that's
talk to me about how that came about for you.
it came about for me. So when I didn't step fully away from Christianity until I got into the military. Um I was still kind of playing that role, like, cause like I said, I got tired of everybody like going against me, calling me this rebel. I'm the bad kid. I'm the black sheep of the family, or whatever the fuck it is. And I'm just like, yeah, let me try to straighten things out because I had people pleaser mentality. I want my mom and my dad to look at me like I was this great person, and so I played into their narratives. When I got into the military, and I started like being an adult, like an actual adult instead of like this crazy teenager. I started seeing a lot of people for who they truly were, and that was shifting my perspective. I'm like, bro, I'm like this perspective of like this religious perspective of God is just it's just not real. And then I started losing like a couple of friends, the gun violence, lost my granddad, uh, my great granddad, and my granddad while I was in the military. That stung quite a bit because I had good relationships with both of them. So when I experienced all those losses, experienced a little bit of like I got into some situations that I shouldn't have got into as well. I'm just like I kind of like shut off every like religion. I kind of went like dark, like atheist. Like I'm like, I don't believe in God. There's no God. Blah blah blah. And when I met, what made it turn around for me to actually start understanding spirituality for what it was that I met my wife and I had our first daughter together. So we got two other children that are technically biologically not mine. What the fuck ever. But like, we had our first daughter together, and I'm like, bro, this like I had an injured knee, my patellar tendon was ruptured, and I couldn't fucking move. So the only thing I could do was like sit there and fucking like focus on my thoughts. And I'm just like, bro, like I have to be like overall genuinely a better human being. Cause like I got two little human beings that I've been raising in this fucking like in this dark fucking state. Like I'm like, fuck, like I need to rewire this shit. Cause now I'm bringing in a third one, dude, like you have to get your shit together. And so like my wife, she's already been programming me. Like I didn't even know, like, but she's been feeding me like organic food, fruits and vegetables. I'm like, yeah, this shit is good. Like I'm just eating because it's a home cooked meal. But she's been programming me with all this shit. And like then it comes to like she started like putting me on different type of like things like as far as spirituality. I'm like, no, I'm not a hippie, bro. Like I'm not doing all that. Like put my feet in grass. Like I'm not doing that shit. Like, bro, I'm about to just fucking go crush some fucking weights. Like, what are you talking about? And like I started trying it though. She was like, let's go vegan. I'm like, I don't want to do that shit. But like it was I'm actually grateful I went down that path because that's when I started understanding how food affects your body. I'm not vegan no more, but that's how I started understanding like, damn, we've been eating a lot of bullshit. Like I've been like, yeah, I've been eating like a carnivore, but it's like McDonald's and fucking Burger King and shit like that. Like now I'm eating like fucking clean organic produce and it's rewiring my thought process. Now I'm understanding that I'm connecting with a higher source or getting connected with a higher source through a different medium versus religion or like mundane indoctrinations and shit like that. So that kind of like pushed me in that direction of that spiritual path. My wife, like actually having a fucking community where I felt like I fucking belong. Like fucking older two children, they still are fucking Velcro pads. Like they be around me 24/7. Like that's why I'm in a car doing this with you guys because they'll be like, who are you talking to? Oh, okay, whatever. Like they'll just be asking questions the whole time. So like those are like my people when I first met my wife and she had those two, Ava and DJ, and then we started bringing in more and I'm like, bro, I'm building a little fucking community. So like it started helping me understand like, damn, this is actually what God feels like. This is what it feels like to be connected to source, to higher power, just all those things, like living a healthier life, having people around you that actually genuinely fucking love you for who the fuck you are and who you're becoming. Those are the things. So yeah, just to answer that, I kind of went Kanye a little bit on that.
No, no, that's what this show is all about. Uh, for real though, perspective. First, you went with perspective on religion, bro. That's a rabbit hole of its own, right there. Is like people just don't even go further into the history of religion. They don't even look at that. And then same thing. I started going that spiritual path in Afghanistan, and that was really my awakening for me. And then I met my wife, and she just is like, "Dude, you're still fucking drunk." At this time, I was just about to become a captain in the army. I switched from being enlisted 7 years to becoming an officer, and she caught me. I'm like year three, and she's like, "Dude, what the fuck? You're drinking a bottle of Jameson every night? What the fuck's going on?" And I lived with
Yep.
another captain and a staff sergeant, a ranger dude. And so we were just fucking alcohol. You know how the military life is. And
Yep.
so she did the same shit, bro. She's like, "We're gonna go vegan." I came home from work. We were at JBLM, and she threw out all the fucking food. And I didn't know all this shit was poison. I'd be like, "I'm on keto, and I'm eating Burger King fucking Whoppers with no bread."
bro, bro.
And then I went vegan, and I'm eating Beyond Beef, making meatloaf, fucking Beyond. Yeah, like what the fuck was I doing? But I did that for 2 years, for 2 fucking years until
Yeah.
it changed my entire relationship with food and
Yeah.
consuming just shit all the time. Then I quit drinking alcohol. And I'm like, fuck, man, I can see clearly. So this is like a rabbit hole. Jimmy, I believe on your episode you actually mentioned this about like the rabbit hole of working out and healthy lifestyle, like how that just kickstarts so many people of like, well, hold on. They've been poisoning our food. They're poisoning our air. They're poisoning our water. They're fucking telling us that it's okay to be fat. We could be a girl
Yeah.
and a boy at
Yep.
the same time. We could be a cat. We could be what the fuck we want. What the fuck is going on? And
Yeah.
then you
What's
start
going
Because
questioning the whole
yeah,
damn
because
thing.
God's an energy. It's a frequency at the end of the day.
Yes.
It's
that
an
part?
energy. It's a frequency.
That
And so
part.
like when we're eating the bullshit, when we're not connected with the earth, like putting your feet like I try to ground every day for at least like 5, 10 minutes, man, you know?
Yep.
God is in those things. Like he's within us as well. And if we're like I truly they know that, right? Like
They
and they
fucking
want to
know that,
keep
bro.
us disconnected from that, right?
That I think that was like the whole thing of like we thought that we were just being healthier when we went vegan. And it was like I feel like that frequency and that intelligence, like, because like you said, guys, a frequency, it's an energy, it's an intelligence. And it was like more so like, yeah, you don't know the journey you're about to go on. But I'm like, yeah, we're just healthy. I'm thinking to myself, like, bro, I'm about to turn into this superhuman. Like, I'm about to be doing all this crazy shit, because I'm on this vegan diet. But you start realizing, I start asking questions to myself, then, like, all right, so, like, if we should only be eating organic food or organic, like, fresh, wild, harvested food, why the fuck is this, like, over here then? Like, why is this over here? Like, if we should be only be eating this, why the fuck is this over here? Why are they telling us that this meat is filled up with all these fucking like hormones and antibiotics and shit, and it's causing people fucking cancer? Why are they spraying all this shit with spraying all the produce with all this bullshit, and they're still feeding it to us, knowing that it's toxic? Like, why are they doing that? And it's like, damn, y'all really put it right in our face. Like, yeah, we just want to kill you guys off. Like, fucking crazy. Like, and it kind of
Yep.
pissed me off. I'm like, damn.
But do
And
you
a
ever
lot of
notice?
go ahead.
Did you ever notice like the path that they chose? They cut off the head of the snake, which was the father, God, and said, no, get rid of him, bring him feminism, tell him that, women and men are the exact fucking same. And then let's go after their food and just crush them on the food. And at that time, they were all fucking gardening in their front yards. Like people
Yep.
had gardens. You didn't have to have this pristine lawn. And then they went after the fucking food, and now the food's just fucked. I mean, on every level. And then down here in Mexico, you can go anywhere, and pretty much you're getting local food everywhere you go down here. It's kind of like the '80s. It's the
Fucking
consumerism
love that,
coming in, but it's still like you're going to local people for everything. Even the
bro. I
meat,
fucking love that.
chickens aren't pumped up. Like I was showing my son, we were just by a farm earlier. We are playing with the cows, or met the goats, the horses, and the chickens. And I'm like, look at these chickens. These are not fat American chickens. These are normal, what God created chickens. And these are the
Yep,
chickens we eat down here. We don't eat these ones that are full of just bullshit, you know? And
yep.
it all started with taking the Father away, God. And not that I'm a religious man or church man or any of
But
that,
still,
but
yeah,
God exists in our family. You know what I mean? And that's
hell yeah,
like, hey, we're all Christ consciousness. So if we raise our elevate our fucking frequencies, our vibe, then as a family, we're really gonna walk in a room and fuck people up. They're my
yeah. It's
shit.
gonna irritate. Like I've learned that you irritate the demons and other people, not necessarily the people, but the demons that are attached to them. Because even like the food that people eat is fucking demons. Like they're demons. Like it attaches, or it's a summoning call for the demons to attach to them. Because I've like talked to people that has been eating like bullshit versus when I talk to people that hasn't been eating bullshit. I'm like, hmm. And you say certain things to people that's been eating like fast food all day, and you're like, oh, so you got trigger words. Okay. Boop. Boop. God is the frequency, it's an intelligence. Religion is the division tool. Ah, what the fuck? I'm like, yeah, okay, cool. Now I understand what's going on here. It's not even just the food you eat, it's the fucking shit you consume on a day-to-day basis through whatever you're fucking reading, the fucking Facebook algorithm you have, the Instagram algorithm you have, what you're watching on fucking TV. Your diet isn't even just what you're putting in your body, it's what you're consuming on a day-to-day basis. Do you even fucking read? Because I guarantee you, if you fucking read, like you'll probably ask yourself more questions. Like it's just shit. Like a lot of like they're teaching. What I feel like the narrative now is that they're teaching people how to like chase after like this comfortability, chase after fucking like these dopamine spikes, like this feel good moment for the right now, so that way they can just turn their fucking brains off. If you can turn their brains off, they can fucking like siphon all the fucking energy they have out of you to buy this, buy that, and invest your energy into this shit. Like focus on what's going on in the fucking news and not what the fuck is actually going on in your real life. Because in your real life, everything is fucking chaos. But in the news, like you think these people got it the fuck together because they're telling you, oh, this is happening, that is happening. We know what's gonna happen next. No, obviously, yeah, they know what's gonna happen next because they're putting the bullshit out there in front of you.
100%, man. I think that's like it's like again the whole narrative that they're pushing to make us eat bullshit, to stay fat, to hit those like dopamine hits. It keeps us like in a trance, or keeps others like in a trance,
Yeah,
right? And that's why they were able to push like the COVID shit so easily, right? Is because like
yeah,
people just woke up, man, and they were just like, and they posed it as like, if you don't believe this, you're a bad person, right? If you don't do
yep,
this, you're a bad person. And everyone's so afraid to be labeled as a bad person because they can't think for themselves. But if you just like sat back for a second and like just thought about it like
yeah.
critically, you're like, wait, like this shit don't make any sense. But like that's the whole, because it was so easy. They're gonna try some bullshit like that again eventually.
Oh yeah, they there definitely are. And the thing
So
is, they try it. I've been telling my wife, I'm like, they try this shit every day with people. It's like, all right, let's put this out there in front of them, so let's see how they react to it. I don't like whenever I see something on the news or whenever like, so my wife, she has a very great relationship with her with our mother-in-law. I do too. And but our mother-in-law, she's still like we're helping her rewire her mindset because she'll send us stuff from the news like, oh, it's this happening in Texas. I'm like, eh, I don't really care. She's like, why? I'm like, look at the source it's coming from. CNN, definitely don't trust them. Like, I don't give a fuck. And she's like, why don't you care? I'm like, I saw from the inside out. Like when one of our guys, all right, so quick little story. When I was in the Air Force back in 2017, yeah, that was around 2017. One of the guys in our flight, he got caught stealing stuff from the armory and selling it. Okay, it went like all over the news, the fucking CBS and all the fucking news channels. And they, bro, they lied so much. They're like, yeah, he stole about $1 million worth of equipment. Bro, it was only like 45 grand worth of equipment. But it was just a simple fact that they twisted the narrative so hard to get people to be like, when I saw that from like the other side, I'm like, y'all are, no, I'm not believing the news anymore and believing a lot. Like, I disconnected from a lot of shit. And I was just like, eh. So like all of the, I feel like the programming is like right now. I don't think the programming. I feel like the programming is more of like a not a panic situation, but more so of like let's see what angle can we like get to these guys now because a lot of people are becoming way more conscious. Like a lot
Right.
of people are becoming more intelligent because of the technology that's in front of them. Like this is probably the worst thing they probably fucking did was do this technology. Like it's the worst thing they did because now a lot of people are getting information thrown at them, and now some information is starting to fucking stick.
No, big
Like it's
time. And
cool to
that's
be in the fucking gym. It's cool to be fucking jacked. It's cool to fucking eat healthy now. Like that shit wasn't cool back then. They're like, oh fuck. Now it's cool as fuck. Like people like fucking posing during their fucking poses, getting fucking shredded, showing their abs off. People like fucking making money, fucking like being financially free. People love that shit now. Like a lot more people are going towards that, and they're like, now they're trying to do like political nonsense and war this and war that and like all right bro more people are like yeah all right bro we'll see it when we'll believe it when we see it.
yeah, bro. The big part though for opening eyes, like people need to open their eyes and they need to do a little bit of
That,
research. They need to look into this shit. And that's the problem is so many people are lazy and they're still so fucking lazy. It's like, dude, you could present them with 500 things that are exactly true. Like, hey man, the fucking there was six elements. Ether was one of them, and ether was the biggest element, right? And then they're like, no, ether doesn't exist. What the fuck do you think's between us, motherfucker? And you show them everything. Ether's everywhere. It's everything and everywhere. And they're like, no. It was never an element.
everywhere.
And I'm like, dude, what are you talking about? Like, here, let me show you. And then you hand it to them, and they're like, no, I'm not gonna read that because they don't want to change their mind. They've doubled down and tripled down so many fucking times that it would go against the person they've become to even accept some of those narratives, you know? And that's why this podcast exists, is because we're like, we're gonna shove it in your faces. We're gonna bring not one
Yep,
top notch guy. We're gonna keep bringing top notch after top
I
notch
like that.
motherfucker in here, and you're gonna hear it from the top of the top motherfuckers, and you're gonna say, "Well, why are they all happy? Why are all their kids amazing? Why are they the best fathers I've seen?" Well, there's a reason. We research, we study, we play the sport of fatherhood. We don't sit on the sidelines and watch people father.
um
We're like, hey, dude, dude, I love what your kids are doing. What are you doing? How'd you get your kid to do that? We're asking questions. We're hungry for more information, and it's
yep.
so strange to me that there's people out there that like just won't open their eyes. They have no
i'm
reflection
I'm
period. They have
always in.
they,
No, I'm bro, that was a great take on that shit because it's not like you said, we as fathers, like we do heavy research on that shit. Like for example, like with Jimmy, like the reason why I started following Jimmy, not because bro, he's definitely dragged and fucking shredded, but it was like bro was like passing on these valuable lessons to to his children. And I'm learning from bro and like real time. I'm like scrolling every time he posts. I'm like, let me watch. And I see his kids in the gym, and I'm like, fuck yeah, bro. Like this dude is fucking sick. Like it's one thing to fucking be jacked, shredded, have abs yourself, but when you're jacked and your fucking kids are in there like, yeah, like with you, bro, like that's the most like I feel like money, wealth, like none of that shit compares to those fucking moments right there. Not even just the moments, but behind that, for them to be open about like wanting to work out, wanting to do better. Like it was one video he posted where his kid was like bro was like pissed because he didn't run his mile in the fast enough time. But he's like, bro, we did legs like the day before. Why are you mad? But it's just like he's teaching his kids to like operate at a high standard. And like you said, as fathers, like we research, like we go to other fathers, like, bro, like how are you getting your kids to do that? And I'm just like, I'm like, bro, you know what? I'm not gonna like. Of course, I'm gonna pay attention to what Jimmy is saying, but I'm gonna do what he's doing. So like some of the stuff, like I'm implementing with my kids now, and like I will say this, bro. Like when you put your kids or you be the example for your children, they naturally just fucking follow. They just do what the fuck you do. And Jack, seeing you with your children, bro, like I'm like, damn, bro, we have a lot in fucking common. Like, bro, it's just like, bro's like, yeah, I'm here with my kids. Like, this is what I fucking do all day, every fucking day. And I'm like, bro, that's like we're changing that narrative of like oh yeah, we just work hard and make a shit ton of money, come home, kick our feet up, and yeah, y'all go fucking do whatever. Like, no, it's hey, look, this is how I did it, and you need to try it. And if you try it and succeed at it, do better than me, paved the fucking way. And like, bro, like watching both of y'all, like I research all the time. Everyone thinks I have all this fucking wisdom, but like I'm learning from people like Jack, fucking Jimmy, like that are fucking like changing the fucking narrative right now. And honestly, I just wanted to say on that tip, you guys are fucking awesome for that. And shit, it takes one to know one, bro. So keep that shit the fuck up, bro, because I'm learning from you every fucking day, both of y'all.
I
Well, it's
really
appreciated.
appreciate that, man. And like every time I see one of your posts too, bro, I make sure I stop, bro. I like we were talking about like a week ago, right? We get to learn from like and inspire each other because we have different experiences. We have different things that like got us here, bro. So it's amazing to be able to know the ones that you learn from are also like learning from you and like inspiring each other,
Fuck
man.
yeah.
And like I feel like so many men are try to like they try to like their ego is so big and fragile they try to not like get any guidance from anyone else like they know everything they can't. I had this some guy the other day. He said something like he's like oh like he had these problems in his life, right? But then he was like oh man I would never pay to be in a group or something. And I'm like bro, I'm in like dude, I have like a wealth coach. I have like a spiritual personal coach. I'm in like a men's group. Like
Yep.
I've spent
Yep.
over like 20 grand just this year alone, like on my personal and self-development. Because the more that I know, the more I realize like I don't know
Yep.
shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
That like there's so much more. There's levels to this, bro. Like even like guys
Fuck
like
yeah.
Tony Robbins, like he has a mentor, he has a coach, right? And learns from people like that. So it's like, and to the fitness aspect of things, right? I talk about it all the time. Like the muscles, the abs, all that stuff, they're just a byproduct of like the man that you become through the process, right? And that's why I do it with
That
my
part.
kids, man. I'm like, hey man, like yeah, like being strong, fast yeah, that's awesome and important, right? But it's like the the growth that it teaches you mentally is the real reason why I do it. And that's how I found it when I was at like rock bottom, man. It transformed me from like a drug addict to like, like who I am today. And so just like teaching my
Bro,
kids that. Yeah.
that's a crazy story, bro. Like, and when I when I started following, I'm like, damn, this dude, he got it all together. And then you was like, no, actually, like some years back, I didn't have it all together. I was a drug addict. I was like, yeah, fuck. Yeah, I'm about to watch every fucking video now, bro. Cause like, what the fuck? Like, I love stories like that. Like for me, so for me, and I'm pretty sure you can attest to this too, Jack. Like being in the military, like fitness was our fucking life. Like it was just like we had to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like if we didn't do it, like we didn't get fucking paid. So it was just like that was one of the things. But like watching people like go through like those times and like finding fitness to like as one of the things to help them level up like mentally and spiritually, that's fucking crazy, bro. Like I feel like it takes a lot more strength to come from the bottom and then like work yourself up with fitness versus you being already fit and having to like transition to get into another, path of growth. And bro, like that's fucking dope, bro.
Dude, that's a big, that's something fucking pretty powerful to say because you're right. I never even thought about it like that. That's Devin. I almost called you my son's name, Destin. But
Hey,
I was doing bodybuilding up till 22. Then my mom died, And that's when it was just like off the fucking cliff because I grew up with only my mom and sisters. And so I was
Yeah.
bodybuilding. I was a fucking beast, dude. People were calling me a small Lee Priest and shit. If you know who that is, guys, I'm old, so don't fucking worry about that then. But he's a beast, and I was, dude. I was squatting 600, benching 350. I was a monster, and I had my own
Fucking
trainer from
crazy.
Germany. It was fucking sky was the limit. I just moved to Tampa, Florida from Cleveland, Ohio by myself. I left everyone and went back home to Cleveland. My mom died, and it was fucking, that was it. I didn't work out until I joined the military 7, 8 years later at 28 years old. And
Yeah.
then it was like, oh, fuck. I remember why I used to be so happy. I stayed in shape. My body was working. I was moving. I was sweating
Yep.
daily. I was fucking focused on how I was feeding the temple. I used to say that shit
Yep.
when I was like 17 years old. I taking care of my temple. You guys don't, motherfuckers. And that was like back in Cleveland. And I
Yep.
remember once it hit, I was like, oh, this feels fucking good. And then I got addicted to it. In the military, I went from PV2 to like a private to with a 230 PT score to next thing you know, I was a sergeant with the highest PT score of a 350, just smoking motherfuckers. Then I got accepted to become an officer, and then I was just hanging with the
Yeah.
crew. And that was my life for 15 years. It was like, dude, just every fucking day is fitness, fitness, fitness. And now people are like,
Yep.
well, why are your kids so disciplined? Well, because my kid fucks up. He does burpees. My 17-month-old threw a banana. I'm not even shitting you guys. Listen to this shit. 2 days ago, my little 17-month-old, and you guys see videos of him all the time. The little fucker is crazy. He launches a
Yeah.
banana. Boom. Pop. It bounces off the TV almost. I said, Rowan, what the fuck was that? Sit down and do 3 burpees. I'm not even shit. I'm not even joking. Do 3 burpees. And me and my wife are just like, we just stop and we're watching. And he gets down, he goes into like a plank, and then he like looks up. I said, and a jump. And then he gets up and jumps. I'm like, fuck no.
Oh yeah.
He's watched his brother do so many burpees, he knew what to do. Like you said, it's our actions. Our actions show everything. And now my older son is already showing the 17-month-old who knows how to do burpees.
Yep. Yep.
It's in us.
17 months doing burpees is crazy, bro.
I'll send you a video. I got one video. It's
Yeah.
hard to do it because that's like I have to take it serious. And I have to give him like the stern face. Like it's like he's 17 months old, but you have to like come from a love first. And you're like,
Yeah.
motherfucker, I'm serious,
Yeah.
motherfucker.
You're like, no, that's dope, bro. I love that too. Cause like you said, it translates to like your children. Like my I would say my youngest three, my older two, they already have like they have their own routine, but they also like were raised when I was in my darker period. So like we're rewiring them. But I will say this, my oldest daughter, she's like a creator. Like she's very crafty. She works with her hands well. Like she knows how to build things from fucking scratch. She can make clothes out of fucking like it's crazy. She can make clothes out of like torn fabrics. So like her mind is like extremely creative. My son, he's he's almost taller than me. He's 12. And fucking like, yeah, he's in martial arts right now. Dude's a fucking he's crazy. But I'm like, hey man, what you like? I'm like, what do you want to do as far as sports? Like, bro, you got some height, you got size. He's like, I just want to play soccer. But honestly, he's showing me all this stuff he's into as far as like robotics and bro, this dude's intelligence is at a higher level. But at the same time, he's like, but Big DJ, because they call me Big DJ. They, step that shit, quote unquote. But he's like, but Big DJ, he's like, honestly, I still want to do martial arts because like I like punching and kicking stuff and like it makes me feel good. And I'm like, all right, cool. I'm getting somewhere, right? And then like my younger ones, yeah, they're all savages. They work out on their own. Like I don't even have to tell them to do shit. Now, like as soon as I get back, Dad, put up the pull up bar. I need to do pull ups. I need to get my pull ups for today. All right, let's go.
Yeah.
Like knock them out. Boom. My 8-year old, she's gymnastics. Her foot is like in commission right now. That's the one I was messaging you. I was like, I had to redo her bandage. She had a nasty cut on her foot. She's like the most athletic, but at the same time clumsy. At the same time, like she just trips over stuff. I'm like, how are you so athletic? Back bends, kickovers, like splits. She can do 10 pull-ups without no assistance. Like just extremely athletic, but then she'll trip over a ladybug. Like, bro, it was pretty nasty. We took her to the ER. We wanted to make sure she didn't need stitches or anything. Bro, she's sitting in the ER. She's like, "Do I have to get stitches there?" I'm like, "No." And she's like talking to me, right? And they're just dressing her wound up, cleaning it out. And it's like the cut is so nasty. It's just like a skin tear though, but it's so nasty. It's like bleeding. And she's like, "Are they?" She's like, "What's going on here?" And then she's just looking at him. I'm like, "Bro, you're tough." Like she's just looking at him like they're putting the ointment all in the cut and rubbing it. I'm like, "Damn, bro, like this shit really does pass down to the children." Because I guess when they saw me deal with my knee and like rehabilitating and stuff, they're just like, damn, that's tough. Like I was like walking on it already after like a month or two. So they were probably looking at that shit like if he can do it, these little cuts don't mean shit. And
Bro,
like you said, bro, that shit just goes down to your children. Like not even you don't have to tell them like do this or do that. They just like know what the fuck to do, and it's crazy.
it's funny if like listening to all of us, the passion for fatherhood is so unbelievable in guys that are elevated, you know? And then even like things like as you're saying stuff
Oh,
like your stories, and you're like, dude, my daughter, we had to go see if she gets stitches. In my head, I'm like, no, dude, this is how far in the rabbit hole I am, though. I'm like, no, dude, you get Makuna honey and seaweed, and you just put that on, and that is your natural. That's for natural healing of open wounds. I was also a medical officer
thanks.
at the end. So you do shit like that. Like in our house, the ER is like the only doctor we go to, urgent care, right?
I'm
And
listening.
like we
Yeah.
everything we do at home. My son had like 103-degree fever. People are like, you need to go ER. You need to take him here. We're like, nah, nah, nah. He's never had Tylenol. What do you mean? He's never been to a doctor. My second son, I delivered at home, and he's never been to a doctor. And it's like, no, no, no. We do it
Yep.
all. And I think
Yep.
this is the thing. It's like so many people don't like the feeling of being empowered. And it's like when you're speaking, it's like, dude, you're so empowered. You're taking care of this big old family. Jimmy does the same thing. I watch him. I mean, this dude is coaching on the weekends baseball like all fucking weekend. Has clients. Like, dude, what are you? How are you even doing that shit half the time? I mean,
Bro,
I've been watching
this
Jimmy
is
for
crazy.
years now, so
I,
I could feel like I know Jimmy fucking very personally. So
I'll be
I'm
trying to
like,
count Jimmy's hours, but I'll be like, damn, Jimmy, like, I'm
like
like, I got to do more shit,
E-
Jimmy.
every season, I'm like, yo, this is the last year I'm coaching two teams. This is the last year. And then the next year comes along. I'm like, ah, fuck it. Let's run it back. Run it back one more time. Because soon, man, like especially my oldest man, his almost 12. He's gonna be playing at higher level teams and stuff like he's gonna need a real coach. Like I know baseball, bro,
Yeah,
but not ball. Like he needs to know ball, and like really coach
right.
him up and
That's true.
everything, bro. But like to both of your guys' points, like they learn from us, not what we say. Because like all these dads, they say this shit, but they're not doing it themselves. And so they don't like just the little lessons, bro, that like make you realize sometimes that they're watching way more, right? Like
Hmm.
my son, I posted about it a couple weeks ago. My son got stung by a jellyfish. Really bad. Like he was,
I think I
yeah,
saw that one.
screaming, crying, losing. Like he's got stung before, and he's like, "Ah, that hurts." But like this time, he was crying, screaming. Right? Lifeguard put some vinegar on it. 5 minutes later, we're walking back to our chair, and he goes, "Dad, I'm glad I went through that because now I'm stronger, and I'm gonna be able to deal with more pain the next time I get hurt." And this kid's 9, bro. He's fucking 9. And
Bro,
like
his
I didn't say
mentality is
anything about
crazy.
it. I was like, you okay? You want me to carry you? He's like, no, I'll walk. And that was his mindset. 5, 10 minutes after he got stung and was crying, he's glad that shit happened because now he's gonna be stronger in the future. Like,
honest
Bro, his mentality.
honest question to
That's
you both. Do you ever feel like we're raising these kids? Like in my head, I'm always thinking like the fucking world's coming to a fucking end, and we're raising the warriors for this next generation, the ones who are going to carry
Yep.
the torch. And I feel
Yep.
like I think about this every day, every fucking day. There, at least once a day, I'm like, oh, I can sit here and eat a fucking 2 bananas and just chill, because I fucking I don't know why I have an addiction to bananas at the moment. And it's like
Bananas are good, bro.
they are, and so or I could get up and just do some fucking push-ups so my son can watch that dad's not giving up. Dad's not just gonna
Yeah.
sit still and be complacent because he has to be ready for the fight whenever the fight comes to him. And he needs to know traits. He needs to know how to know what plants work. He has to know what fucking how to grow a garden. Has to know like all this shit always runs through my head of like we're
Ooh,
raising the next
that
warriors.
part.
Do you think about that ever?
Dude, I think about it a lot in terms
Hell
of
yeah,
like,
bro. Hell yeah.
yeah,
I think about that a lot.
go ahead, bro. You're good.
Go ahead, Jimmy.
No, no, it was lagging a little bit.
Okay.
You go first, bro.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
I kind of think about it. I think about it in a sense because, like you said, we're raising like the next warriors, but also like we're in a sense right now what we're doing is both. We're raising warriors, but we're also protecting them because this is like that's who they're after. They're after the new generation. They're after these children coming up. Like they can program these children with all this bullshit and nonsense, then they have control of the narrative. Whereas we as like what we're doing as fathers, like the real like warrior spirit is not just like you said, bro. I can knock these push-ups out, but it's not the push-ups that you're doing, it's what you're showing your son. Like, no, we're not quitting shit. Like we're the fight is on. Like I'm going to show you how to prepare for this, but at the same time, this is what's protecting you. This is what's keeping you like guarded and having you feeling safe. This is how I demonstrate, or this is how I provide that safety for you. Because I, so like with my children, they already know like if shit hits ever hit the fan, like my children always tell me, Dad, if we were in a zombie apocalypse, like I wouldn't even be that fucking worried. I'm like, why? They're like, well, Dad, you fucking know how to shoot guns. You know, you train every fucking day. We know how to do this shit too. So like, at the end of the day, we're gonna be okay. But like, you're like a fucking superhero. I'm like, yeah, and y'all are like mini superheroes too. So we're gonna be fucking straight. And they're like, and don't let's not even get started on mom with her mom rage. When she has mom rage, it's over with. Like, we're an unstoppable team. I was like, fuck yeah. So when we look at that newer generation, I'm like, bro, like I look at them like, bro, these are like fucking like these are the next fucking leaders of everything. Keep them fucking protected while we're teaching them what we need to teach them because this is like they already have the energy. Like my youngest son, he's like he's only fucking a year old and he's already like has this spirit about him. Like I just don't give a fuck. Like not like in a bad way, but like in one of those like I'm me and you can be you, but like I'm gonna be me. You can't fucking change that. Like, hey, you can't stop. You can't hit that person. I know I can't hit that person, but at the same time, like I'm going to hit that person because I don't like them. Like it's like not in a bad way though, but it's like these children have such a strong like energy to them to where it's like I feel like I'm all into like past lives and all that shit. I be doing that shit. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm into that shit. I'm like, bro, like a lot of these children have like warrior coding in their DNA, and we have to protect that. We have to steer that in the direction for them to be fucking free, not for them to be fucking controlled by these fucking assholes that are placing this narrative out here.
Yeah, bro. As I become more spiritual, I fully believe that, right? We come back to learn the lessons that like we didn't fuck. If you would have told me that like 5 years ago, I'd be like, bro, you're crazy. Like, I don't believe that, But like, as I've grown and progressed, bro, that's I'm starting. That is more of my belief system, and it's just certain things happen through my life, through like, my brother, he passed, just like certain things, bro, that led me to
Yep,
believe that. But like, we're by raising our kids the way we are, they're gonna wipe the fucking floor with these kids in 10 or 15 years, man. Like it's not even going to be funny. Like they already do it. Like I have my kids, some like my 10, 12-year-old kids run around a 200-foot baseball field and like they gotta walk. And it's like they can't even do that, and it just shows like their mental, because they can do
yep,
it. They can do it, bro, physically, right? But they're just too
yeah,
weak mentally to push through just 1 minute where they're tired and like they keep on
exactly.
going, right? So like
Your
that's
kids
gonna
are
show.
like, your
Yeah.
kids are running and they're walking and they're like, what are you doing? Like, so it's only one lap. They're like, yeah, I'm tired. But your kids are like, yeah, I do like three of these fucking with my dad after leg day. So
Yeah,
it's like, what's going
exactly,
on
man. So it's like
here?
I think about that all the time, bro. Like what we're gonna like it's just training them for life, basically, man. Like just training them for life because life is fucking hard, man. I've been through a lot, right? And I feel like my dads and my parents, like I had a lot of trauma, but it was like not the normal trauma, I guess. Like I didn't realize it was trauma till like later on in life. You know what I'm
Same,
saying? I thought it was like
same.
normal. You don't know what you don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Yep, yep.
So it's like I want to make sure my kids have like we baby our kids too much in today's like yo, so that post that's
They
going
don't
viral on
play too
Instagram
fucking
for
much.
me about that dad who brought his kid to work at 5 in the morning at the gym. Um,
Yeah,
also went viral on Twitter, and Twitter's a whole like or X or whatever. Twitter's a whole different space,
yeah.
right? It has like almost 3 million views. All these people are like, kids need sleep. It's not right. This is his only time to like play video games. Or why is this dad bringing him? That's not cool. Like, oh my God, bro, I guarantee your kids are just fucking pathetic, bro. Or you're not a dad, one or the other, man. It's just
Bro, it's
like,
Most of them dudes don't even have fucking kids, and they're saying what the fuck kids need. Like, you don't know
yeah.
what kids need.
It's like
All
the
right, yeah,
teenage
wait.
years are sleep is so important. I can't believe, dude, he's not doing that fucking 6 days a week, bro. You
Them
know, it's
them
like,
teenagers don't want to fucking sleep. They want to be up talking to their fuck.
we lose him.
think so. He
Oh,
froze
bro,
up. Yeah.
I'm gonna jump in until Devin gets back on. Bro, you're so right. The mentality fucking space that like parents allow to happen in their kids is unbelievable. Like they just let fucking kids go off and do whatever and not believe in themselves. And I think that's the difference between us is like we actually put in the effort and the time to show them like one, effort matters.
Yeah.
We're showing them effort matters. Two, we're showing them like, hey, dude, your mentality is gonna help you through life. Like, so you
Yep.
need to come at it at every angle you can, in a positive way too, not in a fucking negative way. And that means that we have to fucking stay driving forward physically, mentally, spiritually. And I think a lot of parents, man, they just, dude, they just slacker in all those areas. They just don't. And you know, the system a lot of times, I do fall back and be like, all right, I understand the system created this, the Rockefeller design of like, we don't want thinkers, we want workers, right? Like
Yep.
every so many, my whole family has fallen victim to that, and they're oh, you have to be this way, you know. And I'm like, you don't though, do you? You don't really have to be that fucking way. You need to have effort, and you need to have a mentality that's fucking driving
I'm
forward.
back, y'all.
Oh, Devin, what's up, man?
Yeah, I'm back. My bad.
No worries. I was just telling Jimmy that a lot of it is like you see us or the kind of fathering that us three do and other guys that we know and we like to follow. It's that we're teaching our kids effort and a positive mentality of like, no, you can keep going. Even when you're down, when you're fatigued, you can keep going. The body's a
Yep.
miracle, man. You can do miracle shit with the body. And that was
Yeah.
like, I think you made like a video like that, Devin, about like you're jumping, you're swinging shit, you're doing all kinds of shit in the gym. I'm like, you're showing what the human body's capable of. And when you
Yep.
stop believing that the human body can't do amazing things, well, then what the fuck? And I'm 44 years old. And people are like, you're too old to even have kids. I'm like, bro, I'm having kids till I'm 50. I'm in better shape than most fucking 20-year-olds. What are you talking about? My testosterone's
Bro,
higher.
you're fucking 44. Bro, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie, bro. You're 44.
Fuck yeah.
No, the fuck you're not.
Bro, I'm
Nah,
44.
bro. I'm not taking that, bro. I'm not. The only reason why I'm gonna believe you're 44 is because you said you're an officer in the military. You already gave me too much information for me to, get the age out of my head. But if I would have
Yeah.
just like when I first saw you, I was like, he cool. I know he's a dad, so he's probably like early 30s or some shit. But 44 is fucking crazy, bro. Like that's fucking insane. You look great, bro. You look
Appreciate it,
fucking
man.
great.
For real, man. Yeah,
Health
Rob.
becomes most important, you know?
Yeah, it's all about how we take care of ourselves, man. Like in and
Yeah.
outside of the gym more than anything, man. Like I see some like I'll be 40 next year, right? And so like
Oh,
I
Fucking
man.
crazy.
see yeah, man. And like dude, yo, so I just got my blood work done. My testosterone is 1075, completely
Oh,
natural.
shit.
Bro, I
It feels like
posted
your
on my
testosterone's that
like, dude, I
high.
got so many DMs like bullshit, cap, like no way, like da 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 da. I'm like, I
All
swear
right,
to
come
God,
shake my
like,
hand, bro. I'll show you.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm like completely natural, and that's I think another reason why so many people are zombies these days because testosterone is directly linked to being able to openly disagree with people. Because like hundreds of years ago, if you disagree with someone, you'd have to fucking throw down, right? So
Mhm.
if so now people are walking around at 2, 3, 400 test levels, they're unable to disagree with anyone just because they can't. Like biologically, they fucking can't. It's so
Bro.
it's wild.
I that's why I made that post. 'Cause I had to like when I started going like fucking viral, crazy as fuck. I'm like, all right. I told my wife, she was like, nah, just keep going at the rate. I'm like, no, I'm gonna set some parameters here because I don't need. I'm like reaching a universal language for people, and like a lot of people from all areas are coming. Like, yeah, we fuck with you. So I had to set the tone for like disagreement. I'm like, it's fucking okay to disagree with people. It's okay. Like it's fucking okay. Like you said, men with lower testosterone levels, they are so fucking like just go with the flow. And that's what they fucking want. They want you to be like fucking like very tolerable. Like, no, no, like I'm not gonna tolerate certain shit. Like, and I'm gonna say no. Like, I'm like the easiest way for a dad to like fucking drop his test levels is to be like, oh, okay, yeah. No, I'm gonna say no I'm gonna say no any chance I can fucking get, like when it's a good time to say no. No, you can't do that.
Yeah.
Cause it sets the parameter, it sets the fucking tone. Like, hey, look, I stand on like as a man, I'm not supposed to sit here and be like, yeah, it's okay, go with the flow. All right, you said you're a girl when I can actually see that you're a fucking boy. Blah blah. No, no, I see that you're a boy. I'm gonna call you a boy. All right. Or I'm gonna call you Mr. or Sir. Like I'm gonna go by what the fuck I wanna go by. Like I don't give a fuck about that shit. And like if we disagree, okay, fucking cool. But what I'm not gonna do is gonna sit here and change my whole fucking format in the way that I fucking think just to shrink and fit into your fucking tiny ass fucking box of fucking thoughts. Like that's not gonna fucking happen. And so like it's okay. Like I have some friends that are fucking gay, and I'm like, I do love you, bro, but like I'm not gay. And then like they're cool. They're like, yeah, we fucking get it. Like, yeah, like I can say I love you, but I'm not fucking gay, bro. Like, don't bring that shit over here. So like people think that because you have these polarizing opinions or you disagree with somebody or say some shit, then you're a fucking asshole. No, you're not a fucking asshole. The only way I can be an asshole is if I fucking degrade you verbally or like physically, and I'm like being like punch you in the face or some shit, or I'm like telling you your whole fucking family lineage is fucking pieces of shit and blah blah blah. That's when I'm being an asshole. But if I'm saying no, like I think your viewpoint on this is wrong, and here's why. Like that's not being an asshole. That's just disagreeing with with some research behind it. You can disagree with no research behind it. I mean, we'll just call you stupid, but that's it.
Bro, think about like I'm gonna bring this full circle. How we got here though. It starts with religion. They designed the Bible, and they left out certain books that said, "Hey, Christ consciousness is within. You are strong. You are just God is within you. You can do the same." I mean, Jesus says it in the Bible, right? They
Yep,
took that, so they create a Bible that forms to their narrative. They cut off the head of the snake, then take God away.
yep,
They start poisoning the food. They tell women and men they're the same. Women should be working. They split up the families. So that we're at the precipice right now. So like when you're saying shit, I'm like, bro, this is how my head works too. I'm still like in this fucking rabbit hole that like I've talked to so many
I
men
love
that
it.
are like in different areas that just like know so much knowledge. And I'm like, bro, so they do all of this, poison the food, poison the air, poison the water. These are just in the last 20 years. These are the last pieces of the puzzle, and they drop testosterone all the way down. Now men think they're just boys all together. They're just fucking proteins. All of them are proteins. And it's
Like,
like, dude, who the fuck do you think you are? But then you go to talk to them and try to help them raise their consciousness, and they can't even have a serious conversation or even a critical thought in their fucking head of like, maybe I was got. Maybe I was fucking got. It's like
yeah,
the people with the COVID vaccine. They keep getting COVID vaccines, and it's like, motherfucker, are you not seeing all the shit that's coming out? People are dying from that goddamn vaccine. You're over here like, hey, look at me, I got COVID vaccine to get it fucking tattooed. I'm like, motherfucker, you're an idiot,
you're
dude.
an idiot, bro. When they first speaking on that COVID vaccine, I'm gonna bring it around back to like initially what you were talking about too. Speaking of that COVID vaccine, right? When it first came out, when I first, not even the vaccine, when it first started happening about COVID being a thing, my wife and I, we looked at each other. I looked at my wife. I was like, "Go to the herb cabinet. Let's see what we can do to like prevent our house from fucking getting sick." Like, all right, whatever. Then everybody was like, "Oh my god, this is gonna be crazy. Like, make sure you wear your mask out in public." I'm like, bro, like I've been in nursing school for like years, and like that's the dumbest thing to fucking do when you're trying to like deal with infections and not get infected. Like you're just keeping all like you're breathing in carbon dioxide. Like that's what you're doing. Like, and that's why a lot of you people are out here like fucking stupid about this shit because you breathe in carbon dioxide and not oxygen. That's the common sense behind it. And like you said, people are going to get the fucking shots and everything like that. And they're like, yeah, I got these fuck. And I'm like, bro, you're putting something in your body that even they already told you, we don't have that much research on it. We don't even know, like, we don't even know if this is gonna be like helpful or not. If anything, it might actually fucking hurt you or kill you. But take it anyway because it works. That don't make sense to you. Like, I'm like, bro,
So
this is
wild,
just
bro.
like another version of like the fucking, those commercials with the fucking the all the little medicines, the fucking arthritis medicine and all that shit. And they're just like, yeah, side effects could be this, that, stomach aches, and possible fucking death. And I'm just like, and people like, yeah, but still take this. Like, I'm like, are y'all literally watching this and being like, yeah, I should call them and like see if I can get some of it. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? It's like literal common. It's like you don't even have to be intelligent. You don't have to do all the research in the fucking world to know, like, hey, this could possibly kill me. Why should I put this in my body? Like, ask yourself that, like, why would I put something that could possibly kill me inside of my body? And so when we going back into like even like expanding the consciousness, right? Consciousness, it don't even have nothing to do with like mundane intelligence. It's something about knowing your fucking self. If I know myself, like I know what's in my body. I know what deserves to be in my body. Like I can control what I put in my body, right? So like if I see something and it says it has like a symbol on it, like the skull and the fucking bones, my body is already gonna be rejected to that. Like I'm not like internally, I'm already like rejecting against that shit because I see it being a fucking like synthetic, unnatural fucking thing. I'm not gonna put that in my body. And so what they have done to cut off the consciousness is like it's like a slow bake of programming. First they get you in front of the TV and then they show you these things that spike your fucking dopamine levels. And you're looking at this shit and you're like, oh, I want that. I want this. I want that. So it always starts off with I want. And you're looking at something outside of you saying, I want. Instead of going internally and figuring out what it is that you actually fucking want. And so a lot of times people don't, we can't, you have all these things. Life is made so complex to where we can't sit and be just like, what the fuck do you actually want, Devin? What do you actually want, Jimmy? What do you actually want, Jag? We can't ask ourselves, or we can't ask ourselves that because I gotta wake up, I gotta go to work, I gotta go to school, I gotta pay these bills, I gotta do this. It's such a complex strategy to get out of this fucking life for people to actually realize, you know what? Damn, maybe in another lifetime I was a fucking like healer or a fucking, like this cool ass fucking dude. Maybe I wanna like be something more than just like working in front of this fucking desk or like paying the fucking bills in my house or working in the fucking maybe I am way more than just here. Like maybe I was not human or anything in another lifetime. Like it's like you can't even go into those thoughts because people are gonna think you're fucking crazy. Because if I'm an adult that thinks like a child or has the imagination of a fucking child, then I'm just crazy. I'm mentally ill. Or if I'm not depressed or in fucking medicine or anything like that, I'm the crazy one. Like, no, bro, like you have the autonomy to be like, yes, I want this for myself. I want that for myself. I don't want to have to fucking go work this fucking 9 to 5 job. I want to build my own shit to help people in the fucking community. And that's how I live my life with these people in my community. You have the autonomy to do that, but they complex everything to make you feel like, oh well, if I don't work, then I don't pay my bills, and I don't pay rent, I lose my house, and if I lose my house, I'm on the street, and if I'm on the street, I can fucking like that's the reality they trigger you to think that's gonna happen. When in actuality, if you know yourself from the inside out, you can create your own shit. If I know Devin inside out, that's the biggest thing. I feel like a lot of times we go seeking information from outside of us, but even this right here, you guys are like a fucking reflection of me, like, or at least a reflection of what the fuck I want to be, because like I'm looking at you guys as if I'm looking at myself. It's a fucking mirror. Like I'm like, damn, bro. Like if only I can fucking just like stop being a little bitch and like do a little bit more. Maybe I can be like Jimmy and like fucking like run fucking sales calls and coach my kids on the fucking weekend and stay fucking ripped and shredded. Maybe if I'm like Jack, like I could fucking live and be in fucking Mexico eating fucking fruit off the tree with this with my fucking kids and shit. Maybe if I just lock in with myself a little bit more and figure out like how to tweak this about myself or tweak that about myself, because I'm looking at you guys as like a fucking reflection. And so if my reflection is greater than the current person I'm being right now, then like I'm moving in the direction that serves me best. And I think a lot of times people have to learn themselves a lot fucking more before they start trying to learn shit outside of them.
Bro. You dropped the bombs there. All right, let me bring it back here. COVID was a litmus test. We already know that. Know that shit
Fuck yeah.
over and over. It was a litmus test. The real ones survived, and then all the in between what you're saying is like people just grinding and all this. I was talking with Jimmy about this not too long ago. And it's like, bro, this comparison lifestyle has got people caught up. It's like, oh, fucking Jimmy next door's got a fucking Corvette. I need to have a Corvette. And it's like, so those just keep going in debt, in debt, in debt.
Yep.
And the usury system is a fucking illegal as fuck. It should have never been in the United States. If you guys don't know that, it's totally against our Constitution. It should have never happened. So that's a whole nother rabbit hole
Yep.
that one day we can always go down the Constitution because every part of the Constitution is almost
Oh,
broken
I like
by
that.
both sides. Stop thinking left or right. Both sides are fucking corrupt and ran by the
Both
same
sides are fucking crooks.
person. So that comparison lifestyle, everyone needs to get out of. The last thing I want to hit on, and we're gonna close this out here because we're over an hour now, and I'll
Yeah,
pass it.
I got to go pick up my kid in like 2 minutes too.
All
Oh
right, I'll pass
shit.
to you,
Yeah.
Jimmy.
Yeah.
And Devin, you can close us out. Usually, you have the last note. The last thing I just need to say is, guys, stop comparing your life to other people. You have to have a reflection period. Devin kept saying over and over, reflection of me, reflection of you, reflection. Most of you don't even have a fucking reflection. Start looking in the mirror. Start hanging up more fucking mirrors in your house. Look at yourself. Stare in your eyes. Talk to yourself. Have conversations of who the fuck you are, and then you will grow. You will find out quickly, sure enough, that you fucking have the answers all within you, man. Jimmy, over to you.
Woo. Yeah, bro. I think comparison's the thief of joy, man. And every time I start going down there, I literally feel my energy and my vibration, bro, like start to like dip. I would like literally be in the best fucking mood or something. Like I would have crushed my day so far, and I'll pull something up and I'll see something else, and I'll be like, oh, why don't I have that? Or why am I not doing that? Or why is this or that? And I can literally feel my
Yeah.
energy start to go, but I'm becoming more consciously aware of that, and I can just like redirect it a lot faster now and be like, wait a second. Like I've started to realize also that like I'm on my own path, I'm on my own journey. So like I'm gonna get to where I'm
That part.
going. It just, timing's different for everyone, man. Like Dev, like bro, your page, bro, it's just so wild, man, how it's fucking, and I'm so happy for you, bro. It makes me so happy, dude, just to see your shit blow up, bro. Like you're almost at 500K, dude, within like even within your wildest dreams, bro, you've been like, oh, well, I gained 500,000 followers in 1 month. Like, you just never know what's gonna happen, man. If you
That's
just
exactly.
wild, bro. If you just stay consistent, bro, and then just like find something that works and just double down on it, man. Because sometimes you're like, man, I'm not enough. I can't do it. I don't know if I'll be able to
Oh,
figure it
bro,
out. And then you
bro.
just find that one thing that works, bro, or like you have that one revelation, whatever it may be, and then the
Yep.
boom, you're off to the fucking races, man.
That that's exact. That's literally. Oh my goodness. It's awesome.
Hell yeah, guys.
Devin, it's on you for the final word. Jimmy, thank you for co-hosting with
Hey,
me today. Devin, thanks for being here. And
Hell yeah,
guys,
man.
if you don't know
bro,
where
this
to
has been a
find
pleasure.
Devin, Devin, period, the period one. Devin, close us out.
All right, guys. I'm gonna go off of these guys both right here. Like I said, reflection, but at the same time, like the best knowledge to know is your fucking self. Know yourself in and the fucking out, and you will have all the experiences that you fucking like need in the fucking life. So if you know yourself, you can do better. You can do whatever the fuck you want, because all of this shit is just mental. Everything that you see is just a projection of your mentality. So if you see a lot of mess, that's your mentality. If you see a lot of success, like I'm seeing right here in these two fucking all stars right here, that's your mentality. And so understand yourself and put yourself in the position that serves you best.
Amen, brother. Well
Hell yeah.
said.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for being here. Guys, don't forget, share the show. That's how we grow. Let's go. We'll see you next time.
Hey guys, that was incredible, man.